In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through the TRX high row. So firstly, one of the questions I get asked very commonly is what's the difference between an elbow up TRX row and a high row? Well, there's a subtle difference. So I've covered on my channel how to do an elbow up TRX row. And that's where you start off with the palms down, you're grabbing the TRX, you're bringing your elbows back, and your hands always stay at chest height, okay? My elbows are slightly below my shoulders. The difference between a high row is actually I'm now gonna be face height. So my hands are now above the position of my shoulders, and when I retract, I'm coming back like so. So from here, face height, retract. This is really important to cover with a kind of view to the camera as I am now, because when I come onto my side-on view, you might not be able to see that, but I am trying to go hands in line with face when I'm in my diagonal position. So what I want you to do is once you've set up the TRX, there's no way that you can get this wrong in terms of the TRX handle height. If the TRX handles are really high, it just means you won't have to step out as far. If they're really low, you're gonna have to step out potentially really far. Depends on where you've got your setup, right, as to how much space you've got. But you can't really do it wrong. Now, I've got mine set up at hip height. I place my hands around the handles, start to walk back, and then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to bring and walk my feet in to create an abrasive angle, okay? So I wanna make sure that I've got an angle that's abrasive enough that when I'm doing my rows, I'm actually getting challenged. If I'm up here and I'm doing this, well, I'm not really gonna get too much stimulation of my muscles. So once you've created the appropriate angle, keep your eye line always looking up at where you've got the TRX suspended from. Hands come in line with face, and from here, you should be coming directly towards the TRX. So you're trying to retract your shoulder blades. Your hand height is a lot higher than your elbow up row because it's all the way up here. So what I want you to think of is if you think of where you've got the handles when you're rowing, try and think, okay, I want my hands to end up either side of my ears. So from that, that's either side of the ear, and that would be your high row on a TRX. You'd repeat that for your desired amount of sets and repetitions, and that's how to do a high row.